Hello, welcome to Libertix. In this video, I want to introduce you to 10 cases of people being killed in the real world. You must know that experts have been saying for years that video games cause violence in children. Of course, these words have no support, and there has never been an authentic scientific study about this. It may be hard to believe, but there are actually a series of games that kill people, not directly but indirectly. And here are 10 video games that have killed people in the real world. Number 10. Berserk. In 1982, a player died from a heart attack while playing Berserk, which has been cited as the first recorded case of a death caused by video gaming. However, the incident has been mired in urban legend, with accounts varying as to how many people died, ranging 1 to 3, when the death occurred, while playing Berserk or after moving on to another cabinet, and whether or not the victim was showing signs of stress before playing the game. The coroner ruled that the heart attack was caused by scarring of heart tissue which the victim would have had before playing the game, and that any form of exertion could have triggered the attack. Number 9. EverQuest. This one is pretty dark. EverQuest has a few nicknames given by its dedicated fans, Neverrest and Evercrack being just a couple. It really shows how addicting the game can be. Within EverQuest 2, each player creates a character to interact in the 3D fictional world of Norath. The character can adventure, complete quests, explore the world, kill monsters and gain treasures and experience, and socialize with other players. The game also has a trade skill system that allows players to create items for in-game use. Sean Woolley took his addiction too far in 2002. He quit his job to play EverQuest exclusively and ignored family invitations to Thanksgiving. Worried, his loved ones went to his home to check on him, where they found Sean dead in front of his computer from a self-inflicted shotgun wound. EverQuest was still running, and it's suspected he took his own life due to a troubled in-game relationship. Number 8. Farmville. Don't worry, they only get sadder. Farmville is an incredibly annoying Facebook game that we've all been harassed by. It's apparently very addicting, too. The player began with an empty farm and a fixed starting number of farm coins, the primary currency in the game. Players earned XP, experience points, for performing certain actions in the game such as plowing land or buying items. At certain XP benchmarks, the player's level would rise. As the player obtained more items and progressed through levels, crops and animals would become available to them via the market, where items could be purchased using either farm coins or farm cash. Farm cash was earned by leveling up or completing offers, or purchased for real money. Alexandra Tobias is now serving a 50-year prison sentence because of her addition to Farmville. She has a 3-month-old son, and when he did what babies do, cry, she shook him violently until she hit his head on the computer monitor, killing him. Number 7. Legend of Mir 3. The Legend of Mir 3 was a sprite-based, isometric 3D massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed by We Made Entertainment. It is a sequel to The Legend of Mir 2. So in 2005, 2 players of this MMORPG named Chiu Cheng-wei and Zhu Tao-yuan found an incredibly rare dragon saber sword. Zhu decided to sell the sword on eBay for around $870. Problem being, he didn't consult Kui ahead of time, and Kui was not happy. Kui stabbed Zhu to death in his sleep. Kui was sentenced to life in prison, but will be eligible for parole in 2020. All over an imaginary sword, he threw his life away and ended his friends. Number 6. Nintendo Wii. This one is a case of pure stupidity. The Nintendo Wii was pretty hard to obtain in the US in 2007. A radio station by the call letters of KDND ran a contest for one of the consoles. The challenge was to drink an inordinate amount of water and not urinate. Whoever leaked last would win. There's a thing called water intoxication, which the DJs from the station knew all about. Jennifer Strange participated, and when she arrived home, she collapsed and died. Jennifer did not win the prize. The radio station lost a lawsuit for $16 million and shut down in 2009. Like every other medium, video games has had its fair share of tragic accidents and cases of abuse, which has led to people hampering their social life or worse. However, it's not because of the games, but the inability of the players to maintain a healthy balance between virtual and real. Number 5. World of Warcraft. Similar to other MMORPGs, the game allows players to create a character avatar and explore an open game world in third or first-person view, exploring the landscape, fighting various monsters, completing quests, and interacting with non-player characters, NPCs, or other players. The game encourages players to work together to complete quests, enter dungeons, and engage in player-versus-player PvP combat. However, the game can also be played solo without interacting with others. Probably the worst-case scenario in all of gaming was Rebecca Colleen Christie. She was so attached and addicted to WoW that she let her 3-year-old daughter starve to death in 2011. That's heavy. She was sentenced to 25 years in prison after it was discovered that the incident was a severe case of child neglect brought on by her addiction to Warcraft. There have been several other instances where the game's addiction led to a person's death. Another notable one was when a Shanghai-based man collapsed and died in his couch in a cafe after playing the game non-stop for a period of 19 hours. Number 4. Ingress. Ingress uses the mobile device GPS to locate and interact with portals, which are in proximity to the player's real-world location. This one is sad. Ingress is an app that encourages moving around, which on paper seems like a great idea. It took a bad turn when a 16-year-old kid in Brazil named Gabriel Cavalcante Carneiro Leo was running to a portal in the game, unfortunately paying more attention to the phone and not the world. He was hit and killed by a bus when walking into a busy street. Number 3. World of Tanks. A 24-hour charity live stream of World of Tanks came to a tragic end when Brian Vigneault died 22 hours into the event. Vigneault, who streamed under the name Poshibrid, got up from his computer and left the live stream to smoke a cigarette and never returned. The next day, a friend messaged him through Discord, only to receive a response from a Virginia Beach Police Department detective. The detective informed the friend that he was investigating Vigneault's death. Vigneault's cause of death was unknown for some time, prompting a debate about the safety of marathon streaming sessions. However, coroners later determined that Vigneault had died of a cardiac arrest resulting from the steady stream of energy drinks he had consumed during the stream, alongside an accidental overdose of fentanyl. Number 2. Slender, The Arrival. Slender. The Arrival didn't exactly kill anyone, but an obsession with its main baddie influenced a few young girls to do some insidious things. In May 2014, two 12-year-old girls from Waukesha, Wizz stabbed their classmate 19 times, believing that they had to murder someone to appease the bizarre villain and antagonist of Slender, The Arrival, as well as its low-budget predecessor, Slender, The 8 Pages. And the second person. Just as disturbing is the case of a 14-year-old girl who set her family's Port Richey, FLA home on fire with her mother and younger brother still inside. The girl was also obsessed with Slender Man lore and reportedly started the fire in order to gain his favor. If these horrifying stories prove anything, it's that young children can be very impressionable. Number 1. Warcraft 3. In 2005, one of the strangest deaths occurred in China due to video games. A boy who spent most of his time playing Warcraft 3 online took farm pesticide to kill himself when he returned from the GameNet. The father of this person says that when his son ate this poison, he told him that it was poisonous so that no one could save him. When the boy is admitted to the hospital, he mumbles and repeats dialogue from Warcraft 3, saying that he wants to kill monsters and stop them from entering this world, even moving his hand like as if moving with a mouse and keyboard. Works. That means he plays video games even in a coma. Unfortunately, after 4 days in the hospital, the boy's symptoms subsided and he died. Well, that's our list for today. I hope you enjoy the video and learn enough from it and don't sit too much in front of your computer or game consoles because you may encounter problems from time to time. I would be very grateful if you subscribe and like my channel and activate the notification so that when I make a video, you will be the first to see my videos. I wish you a good day and the best.